Crewton Ramone's houseofmath.com. Alright.
Like and subscribe and hit that notification bell.
Yeah, there you go.
Don't miss a single video.
Yeah, there you go. So, I like the answer was, obviously it's 4. Alright, so, what did you do? Well, you just took 7 from both sides, and you figured out that 2a was the same thing as 8, and then that means 1a has to be 4. Alright, that's super easy. Not even using paper and pencil, not even using any blocks, just looking at it. Alright.
Then, can you call me back again? It's doing, like, the same thing.
Okay. You want me to call you back? Alright.
Yeah.
Alright. Alright, bye. Alright, let's set some... I'm going to set some ratio up, actually. We're waiting. There you go. Oops, forgot to call her back. Alright, so what we have here... Let's put it up some more. Put it more.
Alright, it's a little better.
Alright, yeah, now you're echoing. Alright, give me the answer.
Huh?
9 is to 15 as 24 is to what? Alright.
So, you have to do, why aren't we doing ratios? Why aren't we doing variables?
Because you already got variables and you already know how to do it, and you need a little more work on ratios. If you can't tell me what x is, super easy just by looking at it.
Okay,
No, it's easy. Let's look on the side. How much is this over here? What's the relationship? What to what?
what?
What's the relationship? What to what?
9 to 15.
Oh, but what's the basic relationship?
Sorry, 3.
Yeah, 3 to
3 to 5.
3 to 5. Well, then it's got to be, and you can see it's 3 over here and it's 3 over here. It's 5 over here. Must be 5 over here. Can't be anything else. If this is 5 and this has got to be 8, what does x got to be?
It's gotta be 40.
You are absolutely, positively correct. Has to be 40. Can't be anything other than 40. Now, we could take 9 times x and 15 times 24 and then divide by 9, but why? Why would you do that? I mean, because that's how they tell you to do it, but I mean, there's a better, easier, faster way, obviously. Alright, let's try another one. Let's try another one. Oh, here's fun. How about... Do I have room? Let's move it up just a little bit. Okay. Get this out of here. Alright, and then I'm gonna do... What am I gonna do? I don't think I have enough 7s. Fine. I'll do... Do I have a lot of 8s? I do not have a lot of 8s. We'll go with 7. Okay. Alright, so. $14 is to 16. Oh, this is too easy though. As 28 is to what?
Let me look at the relationship. Okay. Oh yeah, 7. 7,
So it's what? 7 to what?
7.
Oh, come on, it's easy. Yeah.
Sorry, it was a school thing. Someone just typed on the side.
Yeah, well, turn it off. turn your chat off for the hour and just tell him, oh, by the way, I'm in math. My son has the same. He'll be in the middle of doing math and somebody will text him or something.
Times 4, 8, 16. 24.
I like it. Right? 'Cause wait, 24? I don't like it.
Oh, 32.
There you go. I don't like. It's still 7 to 8. It's what do we do over here? We moved over by 2. We moved over by 2, and over here we did. We moved over by 4. We moved over by 4. Let's write some more. So this has got to be 20. It's 28. This has got to be 32. All right. Now let's take a look at the find the ones way of looking at it. So what I have here is 14 is to 16 as 28 is to, I don't know. Well, let's see here. What I have here is 7s. So when I find the 1, I see I've got 2 to 2, right? That's the 1 that I'm looking at right there. And that's, of course, 7. And that's, of course, 7. And then over here, if I do 28, well, then that's got to be 4. And there's my 1, 4. We found the 1. It's easy. There's the 2 over 2. There's the 4 over 4. And then that's got to be, if this is 8 and this is 8, well, then this has got to be 32. All right. Let's see you make me one. Make a problem for me. All right, you're on. Anything you want.
3 over 15 is the same thing as 30 over 30.
You don't. Wait a minute. You got to give me a variable opening. You can't. If you're telling me all 4, you got to tell me 1. You got to leave 1 out.
It was funny.
So what do we have?
It was 15 over something.
Okay, so 3 over 15 is the same thing as 15 over what? All right. I look at this and I see that 3 is to 15. Well, can I reduce that? I can't reduce that. Oh, actually, can I? Yes, I can. I have a 1 to 5 relationship there. Don't I? And then over here, that means that I moved over by 3, and I moved over by 3. There's my drawing. And then that means over here, I moved over by 5. Right? Well, 5 from there. Actually, I moved over 15 from here. So then I got to move over 15 from here. And 15 times 5 is 75. See what I did? Do you agree? Am I correct? Or did I tease you?
Wait, what did you say?
I said, am I correct or did I tease you?
Your screen is, like, I can't see your screen, but I can hear you, so...
You can't see my screen?
No, I can't.
I can see you fine. Can you see me now?
Should I try calling you back again?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, this time you call me.
Yeah, I'll call you.
Okay. And all it is, rectangles. The rectangles make life easy. So basically what you did was this. Oops. Oh shit, it's coming off. Oh, answer. And then
Yeah, that's better.
alright, why is it still ringing?
I have no idea, but I know you're better.
Alright. There you go. Now I'm happy. There's my blocks. And then I'd have to do 5 15s.
I have no idea what it's doing.
Who are you calling? Is that me?
I'm not calling anybody.
That's funny. It'll stop on its own in a minute. All right. Oh, not yet. All right. How about I give you you want a toughie?
Yeah.
All right.
I want a Toughy.
All right. Here comes a toughie. How about we'll make it big. Now, see, if I made it 60, that would be too easy. Because then it would be just twice as much. So let's do one in the middle, which would be... Or actually, let's go over. Oh. There you go. Wow, your thing just won't quit.
I know.
It's getting annoying. Alright, you either got two things running or something else is going on. Anyway, hit, what do you call? End. Hang up from the phone call.
What?
Hang up.
Okay.
And then hang up on the other one too. Alright, does it say we've hung up? Yes, alright. Let's try it again. Alright, yay! And we have no feedback sound. Alright, so 26 is to 30 as 65 is to what?
Okay, so let's find the relationship.
That's fine, that's beautiful. That's the first thing you gotta do. Let's find the relationship. What's the relationship?
Let's see.
Can I reduce this? I can.
We need to see 65 divided by 26.
Oh, I don't think that's the best way to try to do it. Let's try the relationship. What's the relationship between this and this? If I went back, can I divide these numbers? Can I find? Are they both even?
Yeah.
What's the biggest number that'll go into both of these? Well, the biggest number to go in both of these is 2.
Dos.
Right? Dos. So if I have...
Oh, 1, obviously.
Well, 1, yeah, but then I just get back to 26 over 30, so we don't want to do 1. Would 3 go? 3 wouldn't go. Would 4 go? 4 wouldn't go. Because 4 times nothing is 26, and 4 times nothing is 30. Would 3 go? Nope. 4, 5. Nope. 5 won't go. 6 won't go. 7 won't go. 8 won't go. Let's just go with 2. So, how many 2s in 26?
That would be, 18.
Try again. 18 2s?
13.
13. I like it. How many 2s in 30?
15.
Alright. It's a fun game. Now, what times 13 is 65? That's how you do it.
3?
Really? 3 times 3 is 9, and you're not going to end in 5. No, I don't like that answer.
I mean 5.
Alright, good answer. I like 5 as an answer. So then it must be 5 over here. So what's my answer?
So 6. Wait, that would be over 15.
Yep, that's the right answer. But you gotta tell me the answer.
5, which equals 50 plus 25.
Which is?
Which equals 75.
Bam! I wish we still had the sound effects. Remember when I used to have all the sound effects I could play?
That's funny. What happened?
I don't know, they just removed them. You don't have sound effects anymore. I'd have to go to a third-party sound effects thing. Oh wait, maybe I can find one. Oh well, it'll screw up the computer. Never mind, because too many scripts running at once will screw up the computer. Okay, that was actually kind of a toughie. Let's do something else. We've been playing around with this for long enough. You're doing variables in school. I like it. I like it. Hydrogen, water, very good. Good for your brain. See, you're getting the most basic of the nutrients. Hydrogen and oxygen. Right? You're drinking your hydrogen and you're breathing your oxygen. And that makes your body happy. Yes. And you'll live with much less disease.
At the end, I want to... Never mind.
What do you want to do at the end?
I wanted to tell you a scary story.
You could tell... You could tell me a scary story now.
Okay. Do you want like a short one? Or...
However you want to tell it. The way it works best. Do you have lots of scary stories to tell or just one?
I have lots, but I'll just tell one.
Okay, tell me one scary story.
Okay, let me think which is the best one.
Once there was a little girl in an oxygen chamber. And she was doing math. Dun dun dun.
Okay, I'll just tell you a short one.
Okay, tell me a short one. Tell me a short one.
It's literally 2 sentences.
Okay.
Okay. The neighbor said that he had to kill the dog for protection. The truth was, he was just good at digging up bones.
That's the whole story.
Okay. Then, I saw a picture of me sleeping. I live alone. I know a really good scary story.
I like that one. That's actually pretty good. That one's not bad. That's a good logic. Let's see. I saw a picture of me sleeping,
Okay.
but I live alone.
This one is longer, but then I'll be done.
Okay.
So,
Okay. No, that's good. I like that second one. I like a lot.
the couple was hiking up. There was a couple. They were hiking.
All right.
They suddenly got lost. The man reassured the wife that they would be able to find their car. It became dark. They needed to find somewhere to sleep through the night. So they found a cabin. The cabin, they just felt like really creepy. It was like really creepy. There was graffiti all over the walls that said die, die, die. So they went into, they managed to make themselves comfortable, wrapped in a carpet. But soon after, they awoke to footsteps coming from outside of his window. The husband suddenly went to the window and asked, "Hello, is there anyone there?" So, there's no reply. Then he asked, "Can you clap if there's anyone there?" Clap once for yes, 2 for no. Clap. Shudder. Are you a man? Clap. Clap. Are you a woman? Clap, clap. Are you human? Clap, clap. He gulped. He asked, "Are you with anyone else? If so, clap harmony for every person. Clap, 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 clap." They were never seen again. The end.
Did you write that story?
No.
Where did you get it?
I looked scary stories up. I looked scary stories of online. Oh wait, I have like a super short.
Okay, one more and then we'll go back to math.
Yeah. Okay, super short. So, I watched as her rotting fingernails pulled the closet door open, and she shrieked. She covered my mouth so I couldn't scream along too. I woke up. I was scared. I couldn't breathe. I realized it was just a dream. Oh yeah, it was 12:06 when that happened. Then, my clock reached 12:05 and the closet door was opening.
The end.
What?
I said that's where you end it right there, and then there we go. My favorite one out of all of them was I saw a picture of myself sleeping, but I live alone. That's a good one. That's a creepy story.
It's a famous one.
Okay. Let's do some, since you're doing variables in school, are you doing one and more variables? Let's do this. Let's just do 2. Let's say I have 2x plus y equals, this is going to be thinking for you. But we're keeping them small for the time being. Let's see, 7, just to keep the numbers small. All right. Then, now you got to remember the variables are all going to be the same, right? Just because, right? But now, an x plus.
3.
Wait a minute. How can it be 3? 2x plus y is 7. Now I'm going to tell you that x. I'm going to tell you that x plus.
Water. Whatever. It's just a pillow.
Yeah, I warned you about that. Yeah, and it's just water. Just take it out and put it in the sun when you're done. It'll dry right up. Especially up there where you have ridiculously low humidity, it'll dry right up. Alright, and then over here I'm going to say x plus... Oh, and then I'll do it this. This will be easy. X plus 2y is 5. Can you tell me what x and y are? This is advanced problem solving. Well, actually, this is intermediate problem solving. 3 variables is when we start getting advanced.
Plus y equals 5. It could be 3.
It's 2y. It's 2y.
Oh, 2y.
All right. Let me get a better pen.
That's y equals 2 and x equals 1.
Well, 2 times 2 is 4 plus 1 is only 5.
That's the model question.
Well, all right. So wait a minute. Let's see. You're saying that x equals what?
I was talking about the bottom question.
Well, they're both the same. Crap.
You're confusing me.
I don't know what to do. What will you do?
Being very puzzling right now.
Very puzzling right now. It's a good puzzle. This is the kind of puzzle where you have to think. See, because there's infinite possibilities for 2x plus y equals 7. This could be a lot of different things. This could be x could be 1 and y could be 5. That would work.
Yeah.
Let's see here. X could be 2 and y could be 3. That would work.
X would be 0.5 and y could be...
X could be 3 and y could be 1. I mean, it's a lot of things. So how do we narrow it down and figure out what it could be? Well, because now it's not a lot of things. It also, x and y also have to satisfy this statement. So how am I going to figure it out? I like it. I can see your brain turn. I can see you thinking. That's good. Thinking is highly overrated, and we might not even get the answer to the question today. Let's think about how we would figure out what it is.
X plus 2y, it could be 1.
What could be 1?
X plus 2y equals 5. It could be 1, and x could be 3. Yeah, 3.
Okay, x could be 3. Then what would y have to be?
4, 5. Y.
Well, oh, wait a minute. Let's just you're technically you're not guessing. I know what I see. This is what you call intuition and the brain. All right. So if x is 3, what would y have to be?
If x is 3, y would have to hang on. Okay, if x is 3, y would have to be 1.
Y would have to be 1. Very good.
That's what I said.
All right. Well then, 3 plus 2y is 5. Oh, you figured it out. Now you got the answer. How did you get the answer?
It's simple.
All right. It's simple. Good. Tell me how you got it.
Okay, so
Try not to pull your, dude. Don't pull your thing apart. Just, yeah, there you go. Your father will get mad at you if you break his toy.
Okay, so it's like it could be. So it'd be like 4 plus 1 equals 5. Now use half it. 2 plus. Yeah. 2 plus 2. Like. It's simple.
It's simple.
No.
I don't. That explanation. I don't know. I don't think Max would understand that explanation.
Example. I was giving an example. I didn't mean that for the 3 plus 2. So 3 could be x, and then if it's just regularly 2, but now you have to half that, so it has to be 1. It's right.
Here's what it's right. But if you try that, it works for this problem, but I don't think that'll work for the next problem. So let's think some more. The way we would usually do it is we could subtract the variables. We could add or subtract. Now here's the problem. In this case, I made a intermediate problem where if I want to eliminate one of these variables, because I got too many variables. I got 2 variables. So I'm going to try and eliminate one of the variables. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply by a number to get rid of these variables. So I'm going to multiply by, which one should I do? I think I'll multiply this one by -2. The whole thing by -2. You see that?
Yeah.
Now why am I going to do that? Well, because that'll give me -4x plus -2y equals -14. Now all I have to do is, wait, you know what I'm doing?
What?
Hero 0! Do you spot Hero 0?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Right there. Made Hero 0. So now, when I add these two together, I wind up with, 3x is the same thing as 9. Well, actually, it's -3x is the same thing as -9. Right? And then if I divide by then x is just +3 because -9 divided by -3. Right? The other thing we can do is the rule of negatives. We just make them both positive because we can multiply everybody by -1. But once you figure out that I have -3 for an answer, or excuse me, I have 3 for an answer, then I can stick it back in there and figure out what my y is. And how'd I do it? I made a Hero 0. You see it?
That's not simple.
It's totally simple.
No.
Just a little bit. Oh, let's do it again. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. I'm gonna do it again. I'm doing it again. This time, I'm going to get rid of. That time I got rid of my y's. This time I'm going to get rid of my x. And wait, I need to put in a. Because in a minute you're going to be able to do this by yourself with no help from me, which is the point. All right. So now let's see here. Over here, I'm going to multiply by -2, and then it's going to make this -4, and this is going to make this -10. Well, then what happens? I get Hero 0 again.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I think I see.
And then over here, I'll have -3. Y is the same thing as -3, which means y has to be 1. Right? So once again, what are we doing? Hero 0, no fun, get back to 1. Hero 0, no fun, get back to 1. Hero 0, no fun, get back to 1. Those are the only 2 arrows we have in our quiver for problem solving. That's it. Hero 0 and no fun, get back to 1. Alright, I'm going to give you 2 problems and then we're going to quit.
Deal.
Deal. Alright. And we'll make them easy. We'll make them easy. Alright.
What have I been doing, Ben?
You've been doing great. What do you mean?
No, bigger. See, look.
Oh, what happened? You turned your camera off.
I know.
We'll turn it back on. Alright. So let's do 3x plus y equals 18.
My dad's sitting outside right now.
All right, cool.
So.
And let's do wait. Let's make it. See, and again, it's infinite possibilities. All right. So now I'm going to narrow it down. And I'm going to say that 2x plus. We'll make this super easy so you get the concept. But 2x plus y is the same thing as 14. That should be really easy to see.
Alright, okay, so 3x plus y equals 18. It could be 5 plus 3. 5 could be 3.
Oh, 3 times 5 is 15 plus 3 is 18, you're right, but 2 times 5 is 10 plus 3 is only 13. Oh man, you were close. Hero 0, no fun, get back to 1. Hero 0, no fun, get back to 1.
12? Okay.
I made this one super easy. Get rid of the y's. How am I going to get rid of the y's?
4. 3x plus 3 times 4, which equals 12, plus 4
Is 16.
is 18. Yeah. I mean, plus not 4, sorry. Plus 6.
I like it.
What?
I like it. So you said 3 times 4 is 12 plus 6 would be 18. That's right. Does it work over here?
Yeah.
So 2 times 4 is 8 plus 6 is 14. I like it. You got a second one using your intuition skills. I love it. Now here's what I'm going to do, young lady. Watch me. Watch carefully.
Yeah, I'm watching.
Alright, I'm just going to make this all negative. I'm going to multiply everybody by -1. -1, -1, -1. Now, when I stick them together, what do I have? Well, now when I stick them together, I'm going to have x equals, that's a 0. Do you see my 0? And then 4. Done. Well, if x equals 4, 3 times 4 is 12. Y must be 6. Because this is the same thing as 12 plus, I don't know, is 18. And I know that 12 plus 6 is 18. And over here, this would be, in the original, this would be 8 plus, I don't know, is 14. And I know that that has to be 6. So there you go. X and Y is 6. And all I did was get rid of a variable. Hero 0. Hero 0. And then and that one I didn't even have to do no fun, get back to 1. Got it?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to try one more, and this one you got 2 in a row. So, no problem. I'm just showing you how to get it.
All right.
Your subconscious mind, your brain is actually solving these problems.
Then one more, then are we done?
Sure, unless you want to do one more after that.
That's okay.
What are you going to do in there all by yourself?
I don't know. I can ask Dad to get me out.
There you go. Okay.
I have my phone too.
But you haven't. You can quit your math lesson early, but don't quit your oxygen session early.
Yeah, well, I can still read scary stories.
Okay, that's true. That's true. All right. Do you want a toughie for the end one, or do you want a medium one, or what do you want?
What?
So do you want a toughie for the last one, or do you want a medium one, or what kind of problem do you want?
Definitely a toughie.
Definitely a toughie. All right, that's what I want to hear. All righty. She is confident. Let's do, I don't know, let's get a little bit bigger, just a little bit bigger. Let's do 5x plus 2y is, let's see here, 29. And then over here, 3x plus a y is just going to be 17.
Okay.
Okay.
It could be. So.
And see, and then tomorrow, next time I see you, we'll throw some negative ones in there. Oh yeah. Then you're gonna be styling.
It could be 5x, so it could be 5 plus 3.
Huh? Huh?
No.
That's pidgin English for I'm sorry, I did not understand you. Could you please repeat yourself?
5 and 2. X could be 5.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, no, that wouldn't work.
Why wouldn't it work? Don't second guess yourself. Go with your gut. If X was 5, what would Y have to be?
X could be 5 and 2. The Y could be, X could be 5, oh, and Y could be 2.
It could be. Not just it could be, it is. 5 times 5 is 25. 2 times 2 is 4. That's 29. 3 times 5 is 15. Plus 2 is 17. Meow! You got it. Now, this is the thing. Like I said, you're going on intuition. You're going 100% of your gut. I love it. And we may be having some psychic transference here, but I mean, overall, I'm pretty sure that it's, you think that you're doing it, but you don't know how you're doing it. This is my favorite part of the math when this happens. It doesn't happen that often.
I know how I'm doing it.
Okay, well tell me how you got it.
0, 0, and no fungi back to 1.
Okay, sure. Alright, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make it easy just by multiplying everybody by -2. Everybody by -2. Alright, so if I do everybody by -2, this turns out to be -6x plus -2y. Why am I doing that? So I can get rid of the y's. I can get my hero 0. And then I have -34. Now, that'll tell me, what will that tell me? Well, when I add these guys together, I'm just going to have 1x is the same thing, and when I get rid of these guys, I have a 0 there, right? Well, let's just do it. 5, and this is going to be -x. That's going to be plus 0y, and that's going to be 5. Right? Oops. -5. Because -2, -2, -2, there you go. And then when I add these two, I get -5, and when I add these two, I get a -x, and -x is going to be the same thing as -5, which means that x is the same thing as 5. Now, once I know that x is 5, 5 times 5 is 25, and I know that 25 plus 2y equals 29, y has to be 2. You just pop them back in the equation. And then I put it back over here. Well, 3 times 5 is 15, plus 2, it works. Right? Because I can do the same thing. I put my 5 in over here. 15 plus y equals 17. Well, that's super easy. Y's got to be 2. Right? This is all going on in your subconscious mind underneath your consciousness. All right. I'm very pleased with you. You got both of those right. That was a good job. What was our 2 things that we needed to do?
Oxygen.
Oxygen. I like it. I was talking about math. Oxygen and hydrogen. That's important. But I was talking about math. 2 things we need to do. Hero 0, no fungi back to 1.
No fungi back.
Now the first thing we do to get hero 0 and no fungi back to 1 is just figure out. Now I could have multiplied this one by 3 and this one by 5 and got rid of my x's, but what fun is that? Why not just multiply by 2 and get rid of my y's? And then I don't have to do both of them. I just have to do 1. But in the future, you may have to do 2. But I'm very pleased with you getting these by literally just looking at them and thinking. That's excellent.
Wait, are we done?
If you want to be. All right. Then I will see you. Then I will see you in a week.
All right.
All right. Have a fun time. Peace out.
All right, bye.
All right. Bye. Crewton Ramone's House of Math.com. That easy. Crewton Ramone's House of Math.
Like and subscribe and hit that notification.
Yeah. All right. Now, I gotta get stuff off this camera. I'm gonna start running out of room. I got too many hours on there. You want to? I'll give you a medium one. What do you say? So, how do you want it? Oh, we'll do it like this. We've been working on these relationships. 9 is to 21, and it's the same relationship, the same ratio. 9 to 21 is the same as what to... Oh, let's get crazy, because the 9, I'll put 49 over here, and some people think that it has to, and they don't. But anyway. Alright, can you do it?
Yeah.
Alright, I know you can. Now, do you really want to take 21 times x and 9 times 49 and then divide by 21? Or do you want to just do it the easy way?
Easy way.
Alright, let's see the easy way. What can you do? Can you reduce this? Oh wait, no help from me. This was before we turned the camera on, we agreed that she was going to do one with no help.
Yeah, he didn't agree to that. But
Alright.
made that up.
Alright. You can do it. We've done a bunch of these. And this is an easy one even.
Yeah.
I like the fact that there's enough room in there to sit down. You can lay down. Heck, 2 people could go in there at once.
21. The top bit is 21.
I like it. How did you... Really? You just sat there and thought about it and you got the right answer?
Yeah.
That's awesome. No paper, no pencil, no blocks, no nothing. She just sat there and thought for a minute. And the answer is 100% correct. So we can reduce this. This is actually 3/7. So obviously 7 times 7 is 49 and 7 times 3 is 20. Done! Right? You found the one, you did everything. So this would be over by 3, that's the one. Over here it's 7. Wow, I'm going to have to give you a tougher one than that. Okay. Just based on that alone, I'd say you pretty much have this wired. Right? Because there's not gonna be too much. You're not gonna get a standardized test or any other kind of test that's gonna have problems too much harder than that one right there. That's about right in there. All right, let's see if we can get another crazy one where the numbers are not like a common fraction, like it's we'll make some teen fractions. Let's do 15 is to 39 as Oh, that'd be too easy. Ooh, let's do 35. There you go. Alright, and now you gotta find the x down here. Have you been doing any more chelation? Or have you just been chelating with supplements?
No, I'm thinking. Stop disturbing my thoughts.
Oh, okay, sorry. I did the same 2 numbers again for ones.
Wait, what? There's not brother.
Well, it's just... Yeah. It's the same ones. That's a huge clue.
$69.
Oh, so close! Try again. You're off by you're actually off by quite a bit. Think. Now can you reduce this? That's your first step, right? That's what you did last time. So reduce this, what do you get?
Yeah. You get 3.
Oh, okay. Well, wait a second. No, can't be 3. I'll give you a hint that the 1 is 3. She knows what I mean by that.
15 times. It has to be. Sorry, it's 5.
It is 5. Over what? What's my denominator?
I don't know.
Oh, yes, you do.
I'm thinking.
Well, come on. I already told you that the one side was 3. What's the other side got to be? If the whole thing's 39.
13.
Gotta be. Now you're in business. Done. How many over did we go over here?
7.
Gotta be. Got you. Okay, so you found the 1. Now what do you gotta do? You know the one side's 7, the other side's 13. What's this number gotta be? It's not 69.
13 times 39. Wait.
13 times 7.
Okay. 81.
Try to get off. What?
Yeah. 7 times. Okay. 91.
There you go. Now we're happy. Bam! Alright, needed a little help on that one, but still. Alright, what's the process? You should write the process down in your happy notebook. The process is reduce it to its lowest form, right? Figure out how far this got multiplied, figure out how far this got multiplied, and then just do the multiplication. Because if let's fill in all the numbers. Let's fill in all the numbers.
Then
What?
I never used it before, and I just opened it.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like this big. What?
Ha! Were you flying kites?
No.
Well, that's what it's for. That's a kite thing. It's getting time for us to fly kites again. It's almost kite flying. It's summer for kite flying, but of course we can't fly kites because, we're not allowed in the parks, which is patently ridiculous.
Wait, they're not?
Oh, we can't go. We can't go in the park. No, they only just recently said, oh, you can go to the beach, but you can't sit down on the beach. You can go in the water because they were trying to keep people out of the water. And anyway, it's gotten ridiculous. Happily, people are pushing back, though. They're basically just like going to the beach. Really, it's Hawaii, it's summer, we're not going to the beach. Because why? Because this virus has a 99.4 survivability rate. Or to put it the other way, 0.6 mortality rate. Not even 1%, less than 1%.
Yeah. Hey Siri, how much battery do I have? Oh, just checking. I had enough. Okay.
Might be time to put in your charger. Alright, so write down the process. Like I said, grab a pencil and paper and write down what you gotta do. So you know. So that we can do the next one. I do so enjoy that you have cup holders in that thing. That's just amusing.
Wait, you reduce, right?
Okay, so first thing to do is reduce. You put in your own words. Don't ask me. You know what to do.
No, tell me.
I'm not telling you. You tell you. What did you do? You might even draw a picture. You could draw a picture of the blocks.
I divided to reduce.
Okay. And in this case, you divided by 3. Both of them, right? Because that's the thing. You got to see what you can divide by. 2 won't work, obviously. 6 wouldn't work. 5 wouldn't work on the 39. Must be 3. 3 goes into, and see, and if you knew your multiplication tables all the way out to 20 by 20, 39 and 15, you'd know they're on the same multiplication table when you multiply by 3s. This is 5 3s. This is 13 3s.
Cool.
Then what?
Then you must drink water.
Yeah, then you gotta drink some water. It's good to hydrate your brain. That's important. Okay, so first thing you do is reduce it. Then what's the next thing you do?
Then you divide.
Then you gotta figure out over here, right? What do you have? How do you figure out that you went over by 7 over here?
Times. You times.
You times, okay. I think you still have to divide. I think you have to divide 35 by 5 to get 7. Or, in your case, I can see what you're thinking. You got what times 5 is 35. That's timesing. I get it. But it's easier to do division and just take the 35 and divide by 5, and now you know it's 7. Must be 7 over here, right? Because we've drawn lots of pictures. Remember, we've had lots of times when you have the blocks. You can't move the bottom without moving the top. You can't move the top without moving the bottom.
Okay, I think we get it.
All right. You got a mouse in your pocket? Hey, where's Shredder anyway?
I actually brought her into the tube last time I put.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, last time. Yeah. She actually, I need to clean up her. Oh.
Yeah. Shredder poo in the oxygen tank, probably not so good.
No, not in her cage. In her cage, not the oxygen.
Okay, good. So this is over by 3, this is over by 3. That makes this 15, that makes this 39. Is that showing up on my camera? Just barely, good. Yep, made it. Alright, I'll tell you what, I'll just tilt it down slightly. There you go. Oh, too much. Oops, too much. Might destroy me. Ah, darn it. This tripod. I need another tripod. Alright, close enough. Oh man, now it's off to the side. Alright. Now. I should have never I should have just zoomed out.
What is it?
My camera, the other camera's being silly. And I just messed up the tripod totally. Dear. Alright.
Meanwhile, this week's video is sponsored by Pup Box. Get your first Pup Box free.
Wow, I can't get it to go back to how it was. Alright. There you go. Jeez. I'm fooling around. Okay, so anyway. 5 and 3, 15, 13 and 3, 39, 7 and 5, 35. Oops, now the pen won't write because I left it uncapped that whole time. 35, there you go. There's 15, there's 39. So this has to be 91 because we went over by 7, And you should be able to see your blocks there. Right? Okay, you want to give me one?
Yeah.
Okay, you have to give me one that works. Whole numbers. I can do any of them, but whole numbers. So in other words, it needs to work out. It can't be like 7 3/4 or 3.5. It needs to be whole numbers.
Can't you do anything?
I can, but like I said, I want to see if you can set them up where it's whole numbers.
Okay.
Okay.
5? Let's actually, no.
Well, write it down first and make sure it works.
Where's my pen?
I don't know. What'd you do with your pen? You're sitting on it. There it is. Yep. Okay. Okay, what are we gonna get? I'm excited to see what problem you give me. Should I pick another thing?
Okay. 4 over 10 equals 16 over x. What is x?
4. Let me get you a good pen. Good pen. I need a dark pen. Oh, how about pink? You like pink? Oh, how about orange? How about orange and pink? The heck? Why not? All right. So 4 over what?
4 over 10 equals 16 over x.
16 over, I don't know. Easy peasy, right?
I gave you an easy one.
Alright. You gave me an easy one. Try to give me a harder one. But alright, I like this one because the lowest I can go is 2/5. I know that. So this is 2 and 2. This is 8. This must be 40. See how fast and easy that is?
Fascinating.
Fascinating. Try not to be so sarcastic. Alright, try another one. Make it harder. That was too easy. That was good. That was good though. It exhibits mastery. That's good.
So.
Exhibits understanding of the concept.
Alright, this one's a trick question. It's related to the past one.
Alright. A trick question. Let's see it.
Hang on.
Alright.
8 over 20 equals 32 over x.
Alright, now here's what I know. I'm just looking at this first off. This is 32 is 4 times 8, right?
Exactly.
Okay. So I'm going to just do 4 times 20 and get 80.
Exactly.
Alright, now, here's the other part. We can do it the long way, a longer way of thinking about this problem, is that if I reduce this all the way down, I could reduce, this would be 4 over 4, this is 8 over 8. So if I divide by 1, if I find my 1 in here, this is going to be 2 over 5. Right? And then this is 2 over 5. And everybody's happy. Oh, wait a minute.
Wait a minute. What?
What's 5 times 8?
40.
Is it 80?
No.
Has to be 40.
Yeah. I know that. I knew that.
You knew that. Well, you should have told. I gave you an opportunity to show that I was wrong and did completely erroneous thinking, and you didn't correct me. I'm sad. Oh dear. Oh no! And then your camera froze. You're froze. Not only you're froze, there's no sound. All right, I gotta call back. Oh no, because I lost my connection. The router just decided not to be there. Uh-oh. Do I have internet? Yes, I have internet. Alright. But I have no Google Hangouts. Okay, now I have Google Hangouts. Alright, there you go. That was me. That was
There's another Crewton.
I know, there's a couple of me in here. What? Don't worry, it'll go away in a minute. The thing just got confused because my router died.
Sorry, I hung up because you were frozen.
No, that's good. That's what you're supposed to do. That's what you're supposed to do. Hang up, and then we can reestablish a connection. Alrighty. So obviously, multiplying by 4 and multiplying by 4 is not the way to go, right? You have to reduce first, right? And then you can figure out what to multiply. All right, like it. You want me to give you another one? You want a Toughy, or you know what? We can do something else. Let's do something else. Let's do some algebra. Let's do advanced what's under the cup. What do you say?
Yeah, okay.
Alright.
But we need an actual cup.
Oh no, we don't. We don't need an actual cup. We're gonna use symbols, and we're gonna use 2 kinds. Oh my goodness, you're getting big, you know that? How old are you now?
I'm 11.
Yeah, you're getting big. In the next couple of years, you go from the cute little girl that I used to know, and you're gonna turn into a woman. Oh my goodness! In like the next 7 years, it's crazy. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
Take
ready.
your finger off the camera, you silly goose. All right, let's do. We're gonna keep it small, but we're gonna say 2x plus a y is the same thing, and we'll keep the numbers small to start because have we done these kind of problems before?
No, we haven't.
All right. Well, now we got
Actually,
two.
I think we have.
I think we have. I think we did in the past a couple of times. But anyway, 2x and a y.
I like
2x and a y is the same thing as, we'll make it super easy, 7. Okay? Now, there's an infinite number of possibilities this could be. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, think about it. This could be 2 times 4, and this y could be the same thing as -1. That would work. I mean, there's all kind of stuff. We could do all kinds of numbers that'll work, right? This could be 2 times 1 plus 5 is 7. I mean, there's an infinite number of possibilities. All right, so now we need more information. I'm going to say, now if I have, let's do 5x. Oh, geez, my pen. Do I have another orange pen? I do not have another orange pen. Wow, I'm out of orange pens, and I left the other one at this other little girl's house. So we'll use brown. All right, so 5x, that shows up pretty well, plus y, there you go, we'll do that to start off, is the same thing as 16.
16?
Yep. Tell me what x and y is.
It's 3. It's 3.
What's 3?
3 is x and y. 3 is x and y is 1.
Holy cow, how did you do that?
It's secret. Okay.
It's a secret, I like it.
I don't know that 5 times 3 is 15, right?
Mhm.
So if it's 15, 16 9 is 15, obviously equals 1.
Oh, I see, because if you knew that this was 3 times, and you did it twice, you did 3 and 1. 2 times 3 is 6, plus 1 is 7. 5 times 3 is 15, plus 1 is 16. Very good thinking. But let me show you, now let me show you a way to do it where you can do it every single time. Doesn't matter what the numbers are. I'm very impressed with you, by the way, that you just looked at that and you saw the answer. Right? It's not magic. It's the fact that you, are you trying to give me oxygen?
Oh, what? Yeah.
You're putting oxygen in the camera?
There you go.
There you go.
Look at me.
There you go. Alright. So let me show you how to do this so that you can do it every single time. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to add these two things together, but first I'm going to make one of them negative, because what do I need to do problem solving? Mooey's way over here because I was actually using him for his intended purpose, because we had venison last night and it was delicious. I broiled some venison.
Hang on. Wait, watch.
What?
Did you get it?
Yes, I see
Did
it.
you get that?
Yes. Hi.
Cool.
0, 0, and 1, get back to 1. 0, 0, and 1, get back to 1.
If we're frozen, we can use this.
There you go. Well, actually, no. If we're frozen, nothing will work. All right. So, look, miss. We have to make a 0. Quit playing around on your computer. Easily distracted. You crack me up. All right. Look. So, he wrote 0. Very good. Yes, that's correct. Now, write it in your tablet, not in the chat box, you goofy. You're hilarious. All right, so look. I'm going to take this whole thing, and I'm going to multiply the whole thing by -1. And here's the thing. I could have got rid of the y's by the x's by multiplying this by 5 and this by 2. But since I just alright, so then that's going to mean that this becomes -1, or -2. This becomes -1y, and that becomes -7. Now when I add them together, I wind up with, well, what's 2x, -2x, and 5x? And
-2x and 5.
Yes. If I owe 2 and I have 5, how many do I actually have?
-3.
How do you get -3 when I have 5 and I only owe 2? So what you're saying is if you owed me $2 and you had a $5 bill and you gave me a $5 bill and you only owed me $2, I would say you still owe me $3 more.
Wait, what?
Exactly. What? Alright, so what's 5?
Wait, can you repeat the problem?
-2 plus 5.
-2 plus 5. Negative.
How is it negative?
Oh, it's 3.
Yeah, there you go. Just had to get you in the thinking mode, because that's what I mean. You're fooling around, you're not thinking. Alright, now, what's a y and a negative y plus a y?
A negative y plus a y? A y.
Really?
A negative y.
Plus a y.
Yeah, a negative y. It's a negative y.
If I have -3 plus a 3, do I have negative y? Or excuse me, -3?
No.
What do I have?
You have a +3.
How do I have +3 if I owe 3 and I have 3? Wow, we gotta play with negative numbers again. Wow, okay. That's no problem. What's 3? Look, if you owe me $3 and I take your $3, how many bucks do you have in your hand?
0.
0. Well, if I have 3 and I owe 3, how many do I have? That's a complicated way of saying 0. So if I have a y, but I owe a y, what do I have?
If you have a y, you have no y.
I have no y's. We have a name for no y's. 0 y's. I like it. All right, so we got right. That's 0, 0. There's 0, 0 right there. Now, I owe 7, but I have 16. Now what? I owe 7, but I have 16. What do I have?
If you owe 7 and you have 16, you have -1.
Wait a second. You have $16 and you owe me $7. You're gonna tell me that you were thinking -17. It's just 7.
Oh, just 7? Oh.
That's what it says. So you owe me $16 and you owe me $7 and you have $16. How many dollars do you have left?
You have 9.
I have 9. All right, and now you can see 3x equals 9. X, 9. Now what? No fun, get back to 1. X must be the same thing as 3. So now if x is 3, you could figure out very carefully, let's go back to the original, you could figure out that, well, 6 plus 1, y has to be 1, and then the same thing over here, this has to be 3, and y has to be 1. Do you see how you can do it every time?
Yeah.
You need hero 0, and you need no fun, get back to 1. That's it. Those are the only 2 arrows in your problem-solving quiver, miss.
Am I doing okay?
You're doing better than okay. In fact, you're doing fabulous. You're doing sight math, which is what happens to students when you take years and years of tutoring from me. It doesn't happen that often, but you start to just you're thinking that, oh, you just got lucky, or oh, it was just intuition, or oh no, it's your subconscious mind can do math now.
No, kids, it's not. You have to study.
There you go. You have to study. You have to play with blocks. You don't have to stress with worksheets. You just play with blocks and pretty soon the child can do sight math. All right.
And you need oxygen.
And you need oxygen. And it's true. You're in an oxygen-rich environment. Even better. Actually, this is actually very good. Oh, you know what you have to remember?
What?
That thing that you put on your wrist.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we always forget that. All right, let's use Harold's purple crayon, and I'm gonna crayon, and let's. Do you want a harder one or an easier one or a similar one? Practice.
Harder.
Or take a harder one. All right, let's go up the scale just a little bit, and we'll say 5x plus 2y is the same thing as, I gotta pick my numbers. I'm gonna say 31. We're skipping up quite a bit. And now let's see here. I'm just and no problem. If you can't get it, no problem. I'm going to give you a slightly, just a little bit of a challenge. And now let's say I have just a regular x. Minus 2y. That'll make this super easy because I already did the thing for you. And what did I say? Is going to be -1. Oh, that should be obvious.
Well, are they both separate problems?
Yes, but the variables are the same.
Yeah.
In other words, this x and this x are the same, this y and this y are the same.
Okay, numero uno. Okay.
Okay.
5x would be 6 and 2y would be 0.5.
I really don't like that answer. Because
0.5? Why do you not like decimals?
Because if it's 6 minus 1 is certainly not -1. It works over here, but it doesn't work over here. So what did I just tell you to do? How about you stick the two problems together and figure out, make your hero 0. What if I added these two together? What would I get?
If you added them together, you would get 30. So it would be 6.
All right, over here, this would be 30. I like it. This would be 0, hero 0. What would this be?
That would be, I'm thinking.
Oh, come on, 5x and another x. No thinking required.
I'm trying to annoy. Okay, it's gonna be 5.
Wait a minute. If I have 5 of something and I add another something, I still only have 5 of something?
No.
All right. See, your brain is going, oh, we're doing algebra and it's hard. They're going to come up with crazy answers. What's 5x plus another x? Oh, stop it. Cut it out. You're such a goof. Anyway, 5x and another x. How many x?
6.
I know.
6.
All right, fine. Now, if 6x equals 30, what's 1x equal?
6. 1x. Yeah.
Wow, look at the concentration.
5.
5 has to be. No fun, get back to 1.
Yeah, it has to be, kids.
So x has to be 5. All right, well, if x is 5, what's y then?
If x is 5, then y has to be 6.
Can't be. 5 times 5 is 25. 2 times 6 is 12. 25 and 12 is never going to be 31. 5 minus 12 is never going to be -1. Try again. So now you know what x is. What's 5 times 5?
5 times 5 is 25.
All right. 25 plus 2y is 31.
Oh, okay. So it has to be 5 times.
Here, I'll put them in there.
3.
You're correct. Wow, look at you. Again, she's not using paper and pencil, none of that. All right.
It's 5:45.
So?
We can quit early.
We can, but we're not, because until you nail these consistently, I'm very, very pleased with your, what do you call it? Turn your camera back on. She's just pushing buttons to see what they do. You crack me up. All right, anyway, that's good though. That's what you should do that. And on any program you have, on any app you have, you should push all the buttons and see what they do. The problem is sometimes you push the buttons and you don't know how to get back to where you were. But is this not correct over here? I'm not chatting with you. Cut it out. That's for when you have like lots of people in the group and they can talk to each other. Right? Because a lot of times I do this. It's not just me and you. It's me and like 5, 6, 7, sometimes 8. I think the most I ever did was a full boat with. I think back in the day you used to be able to do 12. So it was me and 11 other people. Now I think they moved it down to 10 or.
At the end,
I like it. All right, you. Do you see what you did over here?
Yeah.
All right. So 0, no fun. Get back to 1. Okay. Now I'm gonna give you a toughie. I'm gonna give you a toughie.
There is no toughie for me.
All right. That's what I want to hear. All right. So this one, take your paper and pencil and write it down because you're gonna need to do a little work. But what do you do?
Or will I?
0, or will you? I don't know. You might be able to do it in your head. Let's see. If you can do it in your head, better yet. But I think you may need to write it down. There you go. All right. So now I just got to figure out what the numbers are in my head. Let's see here. I say, let's go with. Yeah. All right. Let's go with. 20.
Okay.
And
No.
wait a second. You need more information.
No, I don't. I don't need more.
And 23. Oh wait, sorry. 24. There you go.
Number 1, 3x. X would be 6, and then
Y could
be 1.
Okay, that could be true. That's one possibility, but it doesn't work down here. Because if 5 times 6 is already more than 24. So you got to use your 0, no fun, get back to 1, miss.
5 times. Ooh, maybe it's times 3.
Have you guys been swimming in the pool?
Yeah, we have.
Have you been swimming in the lake?
No.
Not allowed?
Not yet.
Yeah, see, that's crazy. Also, the lake's crazy cold at the moment, isn't it? Yeah. You'd get hypothermia. It needs like about in about another 2 weeks it should warm up. Have you been having lots of sunshine?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it'll warm up to swimming temperature soon.
Okay.
Okay.
So it could be 3, and then it could be.
It could be a lot of things. Let's do it with 0, no fun, get back to 1. You want me to show you how to do it?
Fine. But I'm not using my paper.
All right. You got to use paper and pencil. Write it down because otherwise you're going to get confused. So just write down the problems. Okay. So basically what we're doing is we're saying is that, and I know you like to try and do it, but even Max writes stuff down now. He's not just doing it all in his head. Yes, he does.
No, he doesn't.
You can't tell me he's doing calculus without writing anything down.
Yeah. I can.
You can, but it wouldn't be true. So what we have is go ahead, write it. Just write it down, you.
Okay,
And have another sip of your water before you knock it over.
It's fine.
Okay. Don't type it. Write it down. You're such a goof. Also put it in your notebook so you can show your dad what you did while you were in your tank. That way you have evidence and you can show him, and he will be impressed if you could do this problem by yourself. I like it. You can type it, like I said, but write it down in your notebook, and then you can pull it out of there, and you can show people what you were doing. You can also show your mom. Are you using a pen?
I'm using a pencil.
Okay, good. Looks like a pen. Oh, it's one of them super duper plastic. Yeah, okay, groovy. With the lead that you can fill in there. Mechanical pencil. Okay, write neatly.
I am.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, what do we do? Well, what I want is hero 0. And if I add these guys together, I'm not going to get a 0 this time. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to multiply. I pick the bottom one to make it easy. I could do anything I want, but I'm going to pick the bottom one to make it easy. Because I could multiply this one by -5, and I could multiply this one by 3, and I would be fine. But what I'm going to do instead is I'm just going to multiply this one by, what do you think? What do you think I should multiply it by? I want 0. What do you think I should multiply by?
You're gonna multiply it by
To make 0. Well, if I multiply by 0, the whole thing's 0.
1.
If I multiply by 1, it's the same answer.
-1.
-1 would be good, but I won't have enough to get 0. So I'm going to multiply by -2. Why am I going to multiply by -2?
Because it makes sense.
Because it makes sense. I like that, but don't give me that. Don't give me the standard answer. Why am I multiplying by -2? Because I want hero 0.
Yeah, you want hero 0.
And that's going to give me hero 0. So if I multiply by -2 over here, I wind up with -10x, -2y, and -48. Now I stick this one and this one together. Right?
Yeah.
Now what do I wind up with?
It winds up.
Cracks me up. What? And exactly what outfit are you wearing, miss?
What do you mean?
What do you mean, what do I mean?
What? Like, what? Why
Some kind of
so
ret.
bad?
It's like there's nothing wrong with it. I'm just asking you. What are you doing here? With your retro military gear.
Oh my god, it's literally just a green sweater.
Okay. Anyway, go ahead. I put these two together. Got to add this, and there's my 0. You see my 0?
Yeah.
All right. So what's 3x and -10x? I have 3x, but I owe 10x. How many x do I have?
-3x.
Excuse me?
-3x.
You owe me $10 and you only have $3, and you still what?
I mean -7x.
All right, I'll take it. -7x. I mean. All right, this and this you should know. The whole reason why we multiplied by -2 was to get rid of that, so we got nothing. And now I have -48 and 20. And see, next week we're gonna do negative numbers again.
Great.
So what's -48 plus 20?
-48 plus 20.
You owe me $48 and you only got $20.
5.
So you certainly don't have enough to pay me, do you?
Wait, what was that? Okay. You only have 20 and you. Wait. What?
And you owe 48.
Oh, you have -28.
I like it. So what's x gotta be?
-28.
Well, Wait a minute, I got 7x is equal to negative 28. You did this part, you got it, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so what's negative 7x is, well, if negative 7x equals 28, what's x got to be? No fun, get back to 1. What's negative 28 divided by negative 7?
Negative 28 divided by 7.
Or what's just 7 times what is 28?
4.
Well then.
Negative 4.
Oh wait, is it negative 4?
I mean 4, sorry.
Yeah, there you go. Because negative divided by a negative is but either way, you just know that if I had negative 4, this would be positive 28. And since it's just a regular 4, it's just negative 7 4 times. Alright, so now I know that x is the same thing as 4. Just regular plain old 4.
Yeah.
Alright, so let's put 4 in for x and see if you can tell me what y is. Holy cow, there's like steam coming off the top of your head. This is not hard. What's 3 times 4?
3 times 4 is 28.
What?
I mean, sorry. 12.
Alright, there you go. That was a crazy answer that came out of left field. Alright, so 12 plus 2y is 20. What's y gotta be?
4.
Must be, right?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Is that right?
Yeah, it's right.
Alright,
Right.
so x and y were both 4. Because look, 5 times 4 is 20, plus another 4 is 24. So this time x and y were both the same number. Just for fun. Alright, next week, here's the 2 things we're going to do. We're going to work a little more on negative numbers, just because.
Wait, have I done good?
You've done great. And you should say, have I done well?
Have I done well?
You have done well, yes. You have done great. You have done fantastic. You did a good job.
Hey, Mom. Ben said I did well.
And now, next week, we'll do more of these. Because we've already got the ratios down. Like, that should be crackers. We'll do like maybe 1 or 2 next week. But I mean, we're going to do them fast. I mean, you can do them in your head. So, I mean, we're there. It's done. Now we got to get to the point where you can do these in your head. How are we going to get to the point where we do these in your head? We're just going to practice and fool around with them. It would be a lot better if you had blocks. But since you don't have blocks, we're going 100% symbol only. But if we had blocks, you'd really be able to see this.
Cool. Okay.
Alright. So, like I said, tell your dad you get a snack or a treat or whatever. Because you did so well in math. And you're all oxygenated and hydrogenated. You should have a great day, have fun playing or whatever. What are you going to do next?
I don't know.
Whatever you want.
Yeah.
There you go. Alright. Go sit in the hot tub or something.
Alright, bye.
Alright, bye. Have a great day.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. There you go. Alright, take it easy.
Alright. Peace.
Peace out. Crewton Ramone's houseofmath.com for more.